way I came. Oh, my heart sinks at how small the grand buildings on campus look. This is not going to be a fun walk back. No other option, I begin my long trek back towards campus and make it just in time to find my class. I pull the map of the campus on my phone. The routes are the same and easy to follow, and I'm soon standing before the auditorium. Thank God for technology. Take a deep breath, steeling my nerves, firmly push open the door to the auditorium. I have to take that intro classes again because some of my electives from CINY did not encompass the full scope of the course material. Whatever that means. I just don't trust the American education system.
Good morning. This is Piloting 101. Is everyone where you are supposed to be?
The professor waits patiently as a handful of students shuffle towards the nearest exit. I yawn and watch them leave with disinterest. He drags the webpage from his tablet onto the screen behind him.
This is the class web link. Consider this portal as your lifeline for the course. You will find all your assignments and readings here, as well as your current grade in the course. You can find my contact information in the tab marked Contact. My office hours are listed, so please do not hesitate to stop by. Even I get lonely at times, and I appreciate visitors.
Thanks, Professor. Wow, this is the most boring speech. The professor's changed the speech.
Now that we've gotten all the boring stuff out the way, I'm sure you're all eager to learn more about the qualifier exams on Friday.
Oh, it's still boring. Oh. Exams, right.
The qualifier exam will not only register you as an active pilot, but will also provide you with your team ranking. I'm sure you've already picked out your teams by now, but I'd still like to remind you all that each team must have a minimum of 4 people in order to qualify.
Well, yeah, teams. What?
Yes?
Are you sure exams are this Friday? That only gives us 2 days to find a team.
That's what I said.
The majority of students who began their first year here at Ace Academy are aware of the timeline for the qualifier exams and use their summers to form a team and prepare. In the past, we had extended the preparation time before the exam, but found that the majority of students did not need nor want the extra days, so we adjusted our schedules accordingly.
But what about those of us who didn't know about the qualifier ahead of time? What do we do?
I suggest you get to work finding yourself a team. Any other questions?
The student scowls and then he shakes his head.
Good.
Right.
The qualifier exam will pit your team starting.
Thanks for taking the words out of my mouth,
gears.
student.
You would please ensure your gear is in pristine condition for battle. All exams are demonstrated live instead of in a simulator to most accurately gauge ability. Any questions? Let's get started then. Please check the web link for your assignment and have them complete for the next class. Welcome to Ace Academy. I hope you all have a great rest of the day.
A great rest of the day. I wait for the crowd in front of the door to thin before making my way out of the room. Once I'm by the door, a snippet of nearby conversation catches my attention.
Hey, did you see what they brought into the hangar today?
Yeah, that ancient-looking thing? I'll be amazed if it still works. Where the hell do you even find something like that? I bet they fished it out of the ocean.
Yet. As I hurry out of the classroom, I check my phone and am excited to see an email notification. I eagerly read the email. It's just a note letting me know my gear has been registered and I have access to the hangar. I spent days going through the registration process at CINY. We had to submit all the paperwork ourselves, and of course nobody in the administrative office was ever helpful. Satisfied, I put away my phone and make my way to the hangar. I bring up the map on my phone and I touch the hangar, which lights up. Soon pulsating lights dot the path from my current location to the hangar. It's a trek from the heart of the campus, but I make good time. I scan my ID and walk in. And I follow a long hallway which leads to a grand space filled with towering gears. Oh, they look empty to me. Everyone sleek, refined, and updated with the latest models of accessories and weapons. They weren't kidding when they said Japan was a leader in mecha technology. I walked past several rows of gears until... I am reunited with Eagle. Crowd of students surround it. They speak in hushed tones but break into stickers when they notice me. I push my way towards them, but they disperse before I even reach them. Most are trying to hide their laughter and failing miserably. I give my gear a detailed inspection to make sure it doesn't suffer any dings or damages during transit. So far, so good. My gear may be bulkier than others, but it's in great working condition, which ultimately is what matters. The colours are still bright too. I wonder if they polished it from where it always looked this good.
The other guys might laugh at your
Huh?
gear, but I sense that it's different.
What?
Spirit. Something that makes it stand out amongst the others. Yes, I can feel this one is truly special indeed.
Oh. I hadn't noticed this student beside me. His arms are folded and is nodding with closed eyes as if he's saying something truly deep and meaningful. At least somebody knows how good, at least somebody here knows a good gear when he sees one. I also fold my arms and nod. I'm tempted to ask him to repeat himself just so I can record these words of wisdom. Damn right. I think the other guys are just scared. Do you need something?
Oh, right.
He seems almost surprised as if he'd forgotten why he came. He fidgets so much I wonder if he's nervous.
The name's Sho. Sho Shinjiro. Pleased to meet you.
He thrusts his hands out in greeting, grinning from ear to ear. Cautiously, I shake his hand. Hey, John.
You're a second-year pilot too, right?
Yeah.
Not that many students transfer during second year, you know? You're the talk of the pilot's lounge. A mysterious, foreign transfer student.
Yeah, oh, that would explain the interest around my gear. I don't think I lived up to their expectations. I'm not sure what they were expecting, though.
And I deduced that you are this transfer student.
Wonder what gave me away. Couldn't possibly have been my magnificent golden locks.
I've gotta say, I thought you'd be taller.
He starts comparing our heights with our hands, which is a bit disappointing to find we're about the same height. What was he expecting? We don't all look like Leonardo DiCaprio. Oh. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Anyway, you're new here, which means you're
Whatever.
not part of a team yet, right?
Right, that's right. I'm not
Well,
part of the team.
it just so happens that my team is lacking that oh-so-vital fourth member we
Ah,
need
it's
to
the
be able to
recruitment, right.
compete.
He looks at me hopefully. Leans in close. A little too close.
You see where I'm going with this, don't you? Basically what I'm saying is, you should join my team because we're awesome.
Sure, or yeah, whatever. Sign me up. Why not?
Now that's what I'm talking about, brosif.
Enlightenment brightens his face, and I'll admit this feeling is somewhat infectious.
Come on, our lounge is that way. I'll introduce you to the team.
Sho and I start marking our way down the hall.
Now, where should I start? Oh right, so there's this girl.
He talks the entire way to the lounge. He's constantly interrupting himself and going off on tangents, so I only catch about half of what he's saying. I know that feeling. We navigate the tunnels and eventually reach the exit. Sho opens the door and ushers me through with a small flourish. The lounge is filled with groups of pilots. I guess everyone is catching up with their team. Sho squeezes between the groups and I follow him towards the back corner of the room. He pauses in front of two girls. Fuck. The one with dark hair stares at our phone feed as soon as she notices Sho, while the other with red hair continues chatting on her cell phone. Sho motions towards the dark hair girl.
This is Mayu. She's the coolest person on this team. But, don't tell Kaori I said that.
He glances at the redhead, who isn't paying the slightest bit of attention to us. That's good, because she's going to be real pissed when she recognizes me. If only I kept my helmet on.
That's not true.
It's nice to meet you, Mayu. I'm John.
Sorry!
She immediately drops my hand and returns her gaze to the floor. Right, whatever. Sho is about to get the redhead's attention when she snaps her phone shut and stomps over to us.
You better not be about to introduce him, Sho.
Seriously, out of all the pilots, I had to run into her again.
He didn't even care that he nearly killed me!
Right. Karma is a bitch. I could have done a little more to remedy the situation, but she's totally overreacting. I'm starting to regret not running you over. But you're not dead yet, are you?
What kind of stupid question is that?
You keep talking about how you nearly died, but you know what? You're not dead. In fact, you are completely fine. So there is no need to get your panties in a twist over nothing.
How dare you! This is not nothing! In fact!
In fact, you should just put the past behind you. Because let's face it, you guys need me.
I don't need anyone! And I certainly don't need you!
How many people do you have on your team again? The frown deepens and she crosses her arms, but she doesn't answer. Yep.
So, we'll find someone.
But, Kaori, there's no one else.
Sho has gotten so uncharacteristically quiet that I'd nearly forgotten about him. Even now, his voice was barely above a whisper.
We'll find someone.
Can't you give him another chance?
I'm willing to put our disagreements aside and start with a clean slate. Are you? She pauses and looks me straight in the eyes.
No.
Kaori.
Shut up, Sho!
Whatever. Thanks, Sho.
Sure.
I turn and walk away, but after a short distance, I glance back and see Xiao and Kaori arguing. Whatever. Meh. Time to take the trek all the way back out to the far end of the lot. I wonder why they make visitors park so far away. Although I grumble the entire way to my bike, I find it in the same spot I had parked it. Time to get going. Hop on my bike. Can't wait to feel the wind on me. Kicking my bike into gear, I make my way home. Now that's a little different from last time I did this. Last time I got the bike impounded and I had to ride the bus home. So it's either ride the bike there and walk to the park, or I ride the bike there, take the close park and walk back, or bus back. So either way you lose. As soon as I open the front door, I hear her clanging in the kitchen. Nikki must be home. As I predicted, she's stirring a pot surrounded by a mess of appliances. Hey, Nikki.
Hey, you're home early.
Am I? No, it's right around dinner time. What are you making?
Guess.
I try to peek in the pot, but she hides it from me.
No cheating.
Yeah, no fist fight either. But, I think that'll change. I think we can still meet that guy in the, pilot's lounge. I already know what the answer is. Bolognese. That must have been, that was green, so that must have been a character trait bonus. Because I didn't have that dialogue choice last time. They all these cool little changes here.
How did you figure it out so quickly?
I specialized in it when I started the game. First, using stock pot, which means it's most likely a soup or sauce. Second, you're wearing an apron, which means you're making something messy or stains, or both. The cutting board, there's leftover slivers, blah 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 blah. There's ground beef, which is kind of hard to find, so you probably make bowl. Yep.
It's not fair. You still lose.
You're not making bolognese?
No, I am. But you didn't follow the rules and guess. You did some weird robotic analysis thingy.
I'm just playing. I didn't really analyze the kitchen.
Oh, then how did you know?
Smelled it. The house smelled so good. She giggles and resumes stirring.
Thanks.
God, there's so much bullshit in this game. I'm just glad you're the one cooking it, not me. Everything you make is delicious. You really have a talent for cooking, you know.
Oh, shut up.
She tries to hold back a smile, but fails. Do you go shopping after school today? I didn't know Uncle Kaido kept all this stuff at home.
Yeah, I did. Sushi yesterday was so good, but I wanted something more hearty today, you know?
Hearty means comfort foods. Does that mean you had a bad day at school? She blinks in surprise and laughs.
Of course not. It was great. I met a lot of people at the club fair they held after school. There are so many cool clubs. Did you know they have a kendo club? You
Really?
definitely wouldn't find that back home.
Kendo club, huh? Man, if only I wasn't in this robotics club already, huh?
I think I'm gonna try out for their dance team, though. Maybe run for student government.
Wow, that sounds like you had a pretty productive day. She quickly checks past her and nods.
Definitely. I'm a little disappointed they don't have a cooking club, but that's okay. They offer a cooking class, which I'm taking. Soon, I will be an expert in Japanese cuisine.
Hey, maybe start a cooking club.
Ooh, maybe.
I set the table for 3 and Nikki shakes her head.
Didn't you see Uncle Kaito's text? He'll be home late tonight.
I haven't checked my phone. So
How was
table
your
is set.
first day?
Ah, could have been better. On the way to school, this dumb girl tried to cross the street when I basically jumped in front of my bike. The best part, she was a total jerk at me when I stopped to check on her.
To be fair, you probably gave her a heart attack.
That's her fault. The light was still green. Her light was red.
Oh, well, even so... Maybe you should stop running people over?
It's not like I do this for fun. I get bonus points. If I didn't get the points, I'd never bother.
So, it sounds like finding a team today was super important.
Oh yeah, some qualifier thing on Friday. It's not a big deal. I don't know. I'll
That's in
figure
2
it out.
days!
Yeah. Everyone knew in advance they formed teams,
Well,
but
that's not really
it's cool.
fair.
Just chill. I'm gonna wing it. You'll be right.
Sounds like you've had quite the day.
Yeah. It's alright. How boring. We've closed the conversation and clean our plates. I am so full.
Who told you to be such a pig?
I help her with cleanup. I'm gonna relax for a bit and I'm gonna go to bed early tonight.
Yeah, me too.
Night. We part ways and I head into my room. It's too early to go to bed, so I'll start the process for getting a parking pass. Who knows how long it'll be before they mail me one, and I'd like to get it sooner rather than later. I log into my web link and find the documents to request a permit. Takes me longer than I expected. Without paperwork, it leaves me exhausted. Crawling into bed, I close my eyes and soon fall asleep. Chirp, chirp, chirp. Sun shines through my curtains and across my face. I keep my eyes shut and turn over in my bed, trying to force myself back asleep, but the more I try to return to sleep, the more awake I become. What time is it? 6:30. Half hour before my alarm goes off. The only time I wake up this early is when I have jet lag, so I don't know if this is a blessing or a curse. It's even earlier than yesterday. 7:30 in the morning. Horrible. I quickly change my uniform and head downstairs. To an empty kitchen. It's weird being the first one up. Usually Nikki's doing her thing in the kitchen. Catch up on some reading while I wait for her. She should be up soon, Ellie. Oh, news app on my phone. Front page doesn't have anything too interesting. I spot an article on Eludian Enterprises. They officially announced their intention to sponsor an up-and-coming team in the coming War Games. I'm sure that's something we'll do later, after we get the robotics team and after we qualify and have to do all the school sports crap. Sometime in the future. This is foreshadowing, guys. Foreshadowing. We'll probably have something to do with this. This will be sweet. I mean, I know my sports game stuff. We've got to have something like this coming up. The rapidly expanding R&D company is gaining a lot of attention in the field of Cerno robotics, and they're putting pressure on established innovators such as Vector Industries and Paragon Weaponry. Much of their success can be attributed to CEO Donnie Roos, who was a top graduate in the pilot program at Ace Academy and a visionary when it comes to modern and functional designs for gear. I didn't think I've heard of these guys before. Might be a local company who hasn't quite expanded into the States yet. Sounds like they're making a name for themselves though. Time on my phone reads 6:57. I listen for any signs of life upstairs, but the house is still. Better grab something to eat before I go. Doesn't seem like Nikki's coming down anytime soon. My phone flashes to the next article. A headline on Dashu. That should be good. I push a button shaped like a film projector on the bottom of the page and the text projects onto a near surface. I then place my phone in a dock on the table so the text shines on the kitchen table. Grab a couple of slices of bread and stick them on the toaster. As I wait for my toast to finish, I sit at the table and read the article. Kanaku Dishitaru, CEO of Dashu, made a unscheduled appearance at the memorial service yesterday for Yudai Misaki. A year ago, the community was shocked by the unexpected death of Ace Academy's most promising pilot. Dun dun dun! The family was honored. The mighty mogul took the time to show his respects to their son and concurrently postponed the unveiling of Dashu's new line of energy drinks. The introduction has been rescheduled to take place
What are
next
you
week.
reading?
I jump in surprise and nearly fell out of my chair as I tried to turn towards her. She looks at me strangely.
Jeez, what's your problem?
You scared me.
Why? Were you looking at hentai or something?
What? No. Shit. No. Of course not. She laughs at my horrified expression and walks past me.
I know. You're reading the news. I can see it on the table. Boring. You know that makes you officially old, right? Only old people read the news for fun.
Nikki glanced at my toast, which popped up while we were talking.
Your toast is burned.
What? It's not burned. Oh.
You're
Okay.
so hopeless. How did you survive in college without me?
I ate in the cafeteria.
That explains it.
And I ate a lot of ramen. Man.
Well,
ramen.
since you botched breakfast, we'll have to make do with a quick snack if you don't want to be late.
Except the yogurt she hands me, and we both finished them in record time. And then we grab our things and head out the door.
Are you able to give me a ride today? The bus yesterday was so crowded.
Sorry, Nikki, I'm not taking my bike today. I don't have a parking pass yet.
Oh. How long will it take before you get one?
I'm not sure, but hopefully soon.
Well, for the sake of your sanity, I hope it's not too long.
Yeah, thanks.
I'll see you later, okay?
Yeah, see ya. She waves and heads for a bus stop while I head for mine. At least it's a nice day to be waiting for the bus. Wait, what? Wait, why am I busing this time? I have my bike. I wasn't even paying attention, I just sort of breezed through that. I mean, I can walk from the visitor pass again, right? Whatever. I follow the other passengers on, scan my ID, and search the rows for a free seat. I settle into the first seat to find in a grumble as a large man sits down beside me, crushing me against the window. I can already imagine how enjoyable this ride will be. This music's pretty catchy. It's not a long ride, and it's cool before I can complain too much. I'll pull up the schedule on my phone and check the first class. Gear Arsenal 201. Building isn't too far away either. The classroom is about half the size of a lecture hall for my piloting 101. This is comfort for me, probably because it reminds me of my class size at CINY.
Good morning, class. Welcome to Gear Arsenal 201. I'm sure you're all tired of hearing the same welcome spiel, so I won't even bother with it. Instead, we're going to drive straight into the material. Question. Who can name one of the leading companies in gear weapon manufacturing?
That was Paragon, I remember that.
Vector Industries!
Sorry, incorrect.
Paragon.
Very good.
I read it on the news.
Why isn't it Vector?
Vector deals with thrusting and maneuverability, whereas Paragon deals with weaponry, hence the name Paragon Weaponry. Their recent
Hey,
area of
dumbass.
study has shown that That's all the time we have for today. You'll find this week's readings and assignments on your web link. Have a good day.
Students scramble to collect their things before hurrying out of the room. I think I'll go look at the hangar. The class has inspired me to get out and have a proper look at my gear.